also for kids within your community?
Oh, okay. Thank you very much. It all started when I was
closer to the microphone for me, please.
When I was posted to Nsuatre for my teaching practice.
Nsuatre is within which community?
Bono region.
In the Bono region.
Yeah, Bono
okay,
region.
right.
Yeah. So when I reached the school, I realized that some of these students comes to school with torn uniforms and others too with no uniforms at all, and it was having effect on their education.
Right.
Yeah. So I took it upon myself to get a sewing machine and then start to stitch out the worn-out uniforms for them.
Okay.
So those who were coming to school with torn uniforms, I started stitching and then patching it for them.
Okay.
Yeah. So moving along the line, I realized that it was helping, and then those who would have stayed in the house then will be coming to school.
Right.
Yeah.
So for the very first time you moved into that very community, what you identified was that a lot of the students are not coming to school because they don't have uniforms,
yes,
or either they have torn ones, and these torn ones give them a low self-esteem, and it's not even showing in their studies as well. And since you embarked on that project, people decided to join in and also come to school. That is respect to the students. Now, this is something you started in the year 2019. By that time, how old were you?
22.
22, and you did it all by yourself without any help.
Okay, I started when I was in I was 22 by then.
Okay.
So by then we were taking allowance, 200 cedis.
200 cedis as an allowance.
Yes. So
okay.
That was when it started, and then service. So that was when I got people on board.
Okay.
So when I posted, and then people would be like, "Oh, let's support you."
Okay.
Yeah, it's a good cause, so we love to contribute.
But then after you've embarked on this, what would you say has been the change? What has been the positive effect on the kids within your community?
Okay, actually it's not only my community.
Okay.
But I move around different communities
as
too.
well.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then as I was saying, some of them, their self-confidence was very low.
Okay.
Because they can't even mingle with their friends. Take off torn uniforms, and they'll be laughing at them. So it boosts their confidence. Their confidence level was very high. At least that person was wearing a torn uniform, and then madam have sold it for him or her. So the confidence alone, and then they were able to contribute to class. When you are teaching, let's say that person is having a torn uniform below the armpit. That person will feel shy to even ask a question or contribute. But after doing it for them, you see that, this person is, improving.
And the school that you find yourself in is not a private school, but falls under GES, under government. School. And isn't it the responsibility of GES to provide school uniforms for these kids as well? Now, I'm asking because I want to know. Yeah. I want to know. Is it the responsibility of GES to provide uniforms for these kids as well?
Okay, as for that one, I don't really know. I haven't gone into
details, but what you are seeking to do is just get the materials and be sewing it for the kids. Sure. Now, if you're just listening to us, move on to our Facebook page right now. We are live on Facebook, LUV 99.5 FM. I'm here with Amaval, aka that is Asibi. Yeah, and we call her the sewing teacher, who is actually embarked on an initiative sewing at school uniforms specifically for the school people as well. And these are just as you said. Now, in the community you find yourself, has leadership in the community also decided to also extend hands to you?
Oh, okay. Not really.
Not really.
No.
But then they know exactly what you are doing.
Yes, please.
But they've not shown interest in wanting to help.
Not really. Maybe as time goes on, they will show interest.
But as time goes on, but you've been doing this since 2019.
Okay. At first, I was at Sunyani, but right now I'm at the Eastern region.
At the Eastern region. Achim. Okay.
Yeah.
So that is where you were doing it. Now, is this something you've decided to extend into other regions, or where you find yourself?
I've been moving out to other regions.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been to the Northern region.
Oh, wow. You went into the Northern region specifically to just deliver school uniforms,
books, and then other stationaries. Yeah.
And these are monies from your own coffers.
the money that I got, and then like let's say my pay, I use some, and then some people also do.
When you
donate.
post on social media, people donate
Yeah,
into for that. And for so far, how many regions have you visited?
Let's say 4.
4.
Yeah.
So we can talk of the eastern region.
Yeah.
We talk of the northern region, and where else?
And then Bono region.
In the Bono region as
and
well.
then I'll be going to the Upper West region.
For in the Upper West region. And these are things that you've embarked on yourself, but you're a teacher as well.
Yeah.
And so how are you able to combine this benevolent act and teaching as well?
Okay, so when it comes to the stitching and patching out the worn-out uniforms, I do it on break.
Okay.
And on my free time, then.
So you take your sewing machine to school?
To the school.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Charlie, it's amazing, you know. When I think Jupiter showed me this in January thereabout. But then you see, there are so many things we have done. But then he kept bringing it up, and yesterday he was so bent on wanting to throw more light on this one. So big shouts going out to Samuel Jupiter. I don't know, Natifa, if you've got something else to ask her, because
she's such an amazing personality, because doing this for the people is not easy.
Teachers can almost say teachers can saying,
you know,
she
can discuss that on radio. Serious. I've been following you on social media.
Oh really?
Oh yeah, I know about her.
Oh okay.
And then I think everybody out there, if you have the opportunity to support, you just have to link up, and then let's push our sister to do the best. You understand? Because I can see your food Japan piano. And then I don't know the kind of dream that she had, or what really enticed her to start this kind of initiative. But I believe that God is going to bless her with whatever she does, and then she should keep on doing it, and the government should look into that and then support her as well.
Yeah,
because we need such people in this nation, because right now the government can do everything.
Yeah, the government can do everything.
We have to dedicate ourselves and our time to support the less privileged.
Exactly.
Exactly.
And it's a good initiative, trust me. And I love the way Samuel Jupiter was pushing for this to happen.
Juppy is a real bad man. Saying bad man doesn't mean that he's a bad person.
Yeah,
but he knows what's
constantly he's been asking. And I love the way the managers within the house to also have just touched on, because immediately Okuku came in. He was told about the story. He just managed to just do something.
This is multimedia.
Exactly, and we can't do it alone.
Yes,
you know, we can't do it alone.
Yeah.
And I would ask that for the little that our sister here, Janet Asibi, is trying to do, we can also try and bring people on board to help her. To help her.
So what the big men doing the lesson right now? Kindly, let's do our best to support our sister in any.
And I'm thinking. Multimedia would throw their weight behind you, and give you that very support. That one you can count on us. Now, Asibi, where do you see taking this to? To which level are you saying to take this to?
As long as I live, I just want to, do the best that I can, and then people who are also backing, who are also supported, so that we can push this.
Agenda, As if, are you in a relationship? You know why I'm asking?
Why?
Jupiter, somebody
Why are you asking this?
No. What are your reasons? I say, are you in a relationship? Are you in a relationship?
She can't disclose this
No, she can. Why can't she? Why can't she disclose it? You can't. PR now. She can't disclose that on radio. You know, when she said she can't, then I know that she's actually in a relationship. But any man who's got you is fortunate to have you. Because you're thinking. It's for such reason I'm asking. Because you're thinking. Because lately, everyone is all about himself or herself.
Especially this movement.
Exactly. But then you've taken it up on yourself, irrespective of whatever. And I love the statement you made, that as you leave, as you leave, you're going to go that very extent that every kid within every corner of the country would have a school uniform to wear. And these are some of the things the government should also pay attention to?
Exactly.
People like you, what government should also pay attention to? Throw more light on that one. And I do believe that Waba Multimedia and the Ghana,